What's up, Insane Rhetoric? What's up? What's going on? What it is? We out here once again preparing for war, but praying for peace. Hey, it's that time. Insane Rhetoric back on. Let's get it. What's up, sister?
How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm preparing
How
for
you
war.
doing?
I'm preparing for war, but I'm praying for peace. So I don't know. Whatever
Okay.
come with me.
Okay.
What's going on with you? What's going on?
Everything is good in the neighborhood with me.
That's good. That's good. Ain't nobody get shot down there in the H town.
I'm sure there were many people shot here, but I don't. Okay, for us to do this kind of show, okay, okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready, Insane Rhetoric listeners? How you doing? Okay. I'm doing good. How you doing? How you? So Insane Rhetoric listeners, let me tell y'all something. So, listen. We do this kind of show, right, where we talk about current events. I hate the news. Y'all, I don't like to watch the news.
It's usually bad.
Cause the news is depressing. Cause they always tell me who got shot.
Yeah, that's true. And it's usually at a corner store.
It's usually at the corner store. Okay, y'all go to the regular podcast platform that y'all listen to and listen to yesterday's episode. We talked about the corner store.
In Chicago, the corner store in Chicago.
Look.
With some gummy bears.
Look. So we said corner store. If for those of you who didn't understand what corner store was. I'm just saying.
It's suburbia. It will be your local neighborhood grocer.
The store on the corner.
But if it's in the hood, it's the corner store. Where you can buy 3 loose cigarettes for $1.
They don't know that if they live in suburbia, they just go buy a carton of cigarettes.
That's what I'm saying. But if it was the corner store in the hood, you could buy a cigarette for $1 a piece at the corner store.
The first time I saw that, it tripped me out.
Selling single cigarettes?
Yeah, I was like, I just kind of did a double take. I went.
Well, you think about it. It's easier for you to find 4 quarters in a couch than it is for you to come up with $8 or $9 for a pack of cigarettes.
That's how much pack of cigarettes cost now?
It depends on where you at and what your brand you buying. Like if you on the East Coast, a pack of cigarettes will cost you anywhere from $8 to $10. Yeah, they high. You know what I'm saying? Like the decade cigarettes here in Missouri, that's like the cheap brand. You can get them for like $2. Or the Cheyennes, you can get them for like $2 or $3. And but when you talk about name brand like Cools, that's gonna be like a 5 or 6 pack. That's gonna be about $5 or $6. Newports definitely, because most black people.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you. Is the black people still smoking Newports?
Yeah, they still smoking Newports. Cools, Newports, and then you got them old cats that smoke them Benson and Hedges, them long cigarettes. So I mean, it just depends on where you are. But them cigarettes go high. They high. Matter of fact, I think I need to start investing in some cigarettes.
I had a bout with smoking cigarettes. I would smoke cigarettes, and then I would go out of smoking cigarettes. Then I would smoke cigarettes, and I wouldn't smoke cigarettes. So I finally stopped. Let me tell you why I finally stopped smoking cigarettes. I finally stopped smoking cigarettes because it made no sense. So I didn't like the smoke being in my clothes. And
that is I
didn't like to smoke outside in the heat.
Oh no, you ain't no dedicated cigarette smoker.
Wait a minute. I would, the moment I would know I was pregnant, I could stop smoking. Boom.
Yeah, that's because you wouldn't. You was just doing it for like for this the look of it. You weren't doing it for the like the actual feeling of it. You probably was the black female Bill Clinton. You probably didn't even inhale.
I inhale. Let me tell you what. I figured out because let me tell you how I would start smoking again. So I would stop smoking, and then I would start smoking again because I would get very angry
Yeah,
about
that's
something.
that's,
So it
that's
was a stress.
reliever.
Yeah. And once I figured that out, then I could stop smoking. I stopped smoking.
Well, you answered the age-old question for me. I guess that's why black people smoke so much because they always depressed being black in America and
I
angry.
didn't say I was depressed.
I'm saying angry, that's what I mean.
Oh,
And
okay.
so you think about all the people that just go around and got to deal with the cycle of life and being black. Yeah, I guess I smoke like a chimney too.
Yeah. It would come. But then I had to stop because I didn't like it in my clothes and my hair.
Yeah, I don't like
And it's like you
cigarette
can't
smoke.
ever get that smell out.
No, you can't. Like you might as well throw them clothes away. And that's why I like people used to ride with me back in the day in my car and everything. And they was like, can we smoke in here? Absolutely not. Because once that smoke is in that headliner and in them doors,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna get that out. That stuff sticks. It's like people who drink for a long time. Even when they stop drinking, you can still smell like
Smell it in the
alcohol.
pores.
Yeah, coming out their pores. It's crazy.
Yeah. I but when I did smoke, when I first started smoking, I smoked a cigarette that one of my aunts smoked.
What was that?
Those long Moore cigarettes.
I ain't never heard of those.
They're long and brown. They were called Moore.
Oh, I used to call them cocaine sticks because that's what they look like.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, world on YouTube.
I like
Watch this next one. Watch this next one. What is a cocaine stick?
it looked like a cigarette long and brown like that, but they used to roll it in cigar paper and lace it with cocaine.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I mean, like
The learning never ends.
where I'm from, they did a lot of stuff with different type of cigarettes. I ain't trying to glorify doing
No,
drugs.
we're not glorifying drug use.
No, but it's just
I'm becoming educated
it's
on certain
just
terms.
it's just
Okay.
funny. It's just funny. Like you ever heard of water? I guess that would be a negative, and I'm not talking about the clear drinking water. so like, okay, kids, this is drug education 101. Do not do these things.
We are not advocates for
No,
drug
not
use
at all.
or drug
It's
abuse.
it's just funny how you see things growing up through the hood, and you just be like,
and so we made it clear that I didn't grow up in the hood.
Man,
So when we use terms, and I'm unaware, we know if you have followed our show from the regular podcast that we have on into now in 2022, we do the YouTube channel. And if you have followed our show, you know that I have learned quite a bit on this show. I was using the term cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs until just last year. Until I saw the Mickey Howard movie, the story of Mickey Howard, and she was hanging out with Shaka Khan, and Shaka Khan used the term cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I went and Googled all of the different names for, well, I didn't know it was all of the different names. I Googled the slang term for cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And it came up that it was one of the names for cocaine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I think crack actually. Okay.
Same
However,
difference, just a different form and how it's put together. Coca
so
leaf. Listen to all the C's and the O's. Coca leaf. Cocaine. Cuckoo for cocoa.
So don't get it twisted. We're not advocates for drug use or abuse or the sale of. But when terms come up, I am going to ask what they mean, because I know that there are a lot of you out there just like me who want to be aware of what someone's talking about.
So yeah. So anyway, the thing with that was like they used to take cigarettes, and the cigarette they would do, they had somebody that they knew in funeral homes, and they would sell them embalming fluid. They would take the cigarette, dump it in the embalming fluid, take it out, and then let it dry. And then when it dries, the cigarette absorbs the embalming fluid, and it's called smoking water.
What's AMP?
Oh yeah, like I had one of our neighborhood friends years ago when that stuff started getting rampant. He actually did that, and he was at a lake called Carlisle Lake, and yeah, he didn't make it. You smoke one of them things with that embalming fluid on it and thought he was Jesus Christ and tried to walk on the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So drug abuse and drug use is dangerous, people. This is our PSA for today. Don't do, sell, buy, consume drugs. They're bad. They're
Because it
dangerous.
might turn you into a prostitute and thought. I'm just saying.
Even the prostitute should not be using drugs. Even the prostitute should not be using drugs.
No, that ain't what I said. I said it might turn you into a prostitute. Meaning when you can't get what you need, you doing other things to get it.
See, again, on this show, well, it wasn't on this show. It was on the show that I told y'all about it. But again, you know that I like to learn things. If you have paid attention to Insane Rhetoric on any platform that we're on, you heard me say that I discovered many years ago what a $2 hoe was.
They used to be $40, but the Reagan era sit that down. And this it just got so bad. It's just $2. $2. It's just all bad.
It's $2 hoe. I learned that. So I learned things, y'all. I actually pride myself that I learn one thing every day. Like I really love to do that.
Hey,
so
this show,
even if it's something difficult like $2 hoe.
Listen, this show is like the adult version of Sesame Street. It's educational.
Can you tell me how to get to Insane Rhetoric?
Hey, that's crazy. Yeah, man. So that's what's up.
Okay.
I'm over here crying, man. Hey, who talks about this type of stuff early in the morning?
We do.
Oh my goodness, man.
This is why we Insane Rhetoric.
Oh my god, that's crazy. So what's up? What's up? What we got going on today? Hey, what you think about I don't know if you heard. Do you think that Russia's going to invade Ukraine? You think about that? You think that's going to happen?
I've been waiting for it to happen for a couple of years now.
A couple of years?
Yeah.
We talking about right now.
I know. I said I've been waiting.
Why you been waiting on it to happen for a couple of years? So what's your
been
take on it?
anticipating it that long.
What's your take on it?
I don't have a take on it. I want to talk about Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. I just want to see what you thought because it was world news and a lot of people is like up in arms about it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I was just saying what your take on it was because I think what's your boy name, Putin? I think he wants to restore the Russian country, the USSR. I think that's what he's trying to do. Huh?
Duh.
I mean, I think that's what he's been trying to do.
You can't see a power play when you see a power play? I don't know.
I can.
Okay. So what? Okay. Yeah. So we told y'all we was gonna tell y'all something.
Super Bowl 56.
We told y'all we was gonna tell y'all something. That y'all was gonna be shocked.
What we gonna tell them?
Y'all, guess what? Remember I said I was only maybe gonna watch the halftime show? Well, y'all, guess what? I actually watched the game and enjoyed it.
Why are you whispering like a killer? Like the killer, the witness, the scene, the kill, the murder go down. He's like, he over there. He over there. Right there. Like some type of killer. Like I actually watched the game and I enjoyed it. I'm whispering like Ted Bundy. What's wrong with you? Like you in some type of Super Bowl secret society. You're like, I actually enjoy it. What? What's wrong with you? Oh my goodness, man. So who was you rooting for? What team was you pulling for? You just enjoyed watching the game? Because we know you haven't watched the game since Watergate because of the Houston Oilers. So what did you like about the game? How did it
was riveting.
Okay.
That was football from yesteryear. I was excited to watch it.
For those people who don't know, who are under the age of 35, yesteryear means a long time ago.
Can you tell me how to get?
I'm gonna make that song. I'm gonna write that song somehow for IR. Oh,
yeah, my co-host was like, "What you doing up?"
Didn't want the people to go to bed, get off work at 2 and sleep by 6 for the rest of the night. You do it up at 10 o'clock. You wake up early and take 5 naps in 3 hours. Who does that?
Okay, y'all. So the Super Bowl was on.
Mm-hmm.
It's always on, but I'm never watching it.
Right.
I had my headset on and so I had my headset on, and so I was working. I was doing some stuff for, my multiple stuff. I was just working.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was on, but I wasn't like listening.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like every once in a while, like, glancing up. And then when the Super Bowl came on, I stopped everything I was doing because, of course, I had to see the halftime show.
Right.
Okay. And I can tell you that there are some halftime shows I'm not like trying to see. But I will stop and watch a Super Bowl halftime show. Because they're not that long, even if they people I don't want to see, they're not that long.
Right.
But it was everybody I wanted to see. Did you see what I said? I didn't say everybody.
I know what you said.
I said everybody.
Make your way on into the hood, hon. I hear you. I heard you. It's a slow process, but you will get on in there.
I'm trying to maintain my black card. I'm just so anyway. The Super Bowl came on, and Dre was messing with his mic. Okay, that would be Dr. Dre. He was messing with his mic in his back. Then he stood up and extended his hands in there, and I just couldn't even work right there. I just was on my feet.
Yeah.
What was interesting though, how the crowd went wild because people didn't know. Like we knew if you were, even if you were just like into NWA, or even if you wasn't just that into NWA, but you were in the music, like we knew that Drake could play the piano, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, no doubt about it.
But a lot of people don't know that.
They didn't know it all. He was the main producer. Him and DJ Yella was the main producer for NWA.
So when he started playing that classical music, and you could see the crowd went wild because it was like,
yeah, they
didn't expect, playing it.
They didn't expect no nigga to know how to play classical music. That's what that was.
Yeah, a lot of people. Okay, that don't make sense because there's a lot of black people. Okay, but anyway, that we're not on that subject today. But anyway, so he was playing the piano. I was up on my feet dancing the whole time, and then Snoop came out, and then when Snoop started walking through the doghouse, I was dancing. Then Mary J came out. Mary J looked hot.
Man, she looked like she was together. She did her thing. I was surprised, because it was some people that they didn't announce that was gonna be on there. They didn't announce that 50 was gonna be on that show. And I think on certain commercials, I heard them say that Eminem was gonna be on the show, but they wasn't running it like back to back like that. So when I seen them, I was like, okay, Detroit and New York City, okay, I see.
But you know what? How we gonna have a show with Drake and not have Eminem? They go hand in hand.
I mean, but that
people don't realize that he had an integral part in bringing Eminem in, ushering him in.
Yeah, but like he wasn't essential like that back in the day. He was still making.
Come on, Slim Shady, come on, what's up?
No, that's not what I'm
Marshall
saying. I'm saying like him and Dre and Snoop had a longer standing relationship because they did multiple albums together before he even found Eminem.
That would be true.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so when he did come on the scene with Dre, then they started to make music and do things, and then he just got hot as hell in the situation. So it just blew up and he did his thing. I'm just saying that the relationship, he wasn't there like from day one with them, because the NWA and Snoop all was California people. You know what I'm saying? So they was already in the circuit with each other all the time.
Together.
Huh?
They was Death Row together.
Who?
Dre and Snoop, right?
Oh yeah. When Suge no, I had to think about what you were saying. I thought because we was talking about Eminem at the time, so that's what I was like. Oh. So yeah, because after Suge Knight tried to extort him for money and try to keep him in a contract, he bounced on him. He's like, man, I'll start all this stuff all over again and still make a killing in the game. And that's what he did. So the dude is a smart dude, very smart, very talented. Musicianship is superb. Can't get no better.
Well, you want to leave too. Somebody want to try to act like they want to kill you if you don't do what they said.
I mean, no doubt about it. But like I'm saying, like that was just the nature of the beast for that West Coast rapping right there. You know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to make money. What Suge was trying to do was try to do what Master P did in the South. He was trying to get all the mainstream artists on his label to do all this music.
You know, I was watching a
video. He did that quite well.
I was watching a video of Snoop talking about his time at Death Row, and he was talking about how he never, like, the royalties and all of that you would think that he would have received from all of that, he didn't get it, and never got it. Yeah. And he was like, he didn't start. He said he made his first 100,000 from a commercial, and he said he didn't start his journey to entrepreneurship and businessman and all of that until he met Master P. It was after he met Master P that he owned his first house in his name. It was when he owned his first car in his name. He was like, it was Master P. He was like, Master P had gas stations and you know, like all kinds of stuff. And Master P showed him how to do the business. He was like, Master P showed him the business, and Suge showed him the show. He said, you know, it's show business. His words, you know, it's show business.
Yep.
I learned show over there at Death Row. It was Master P who showed me business.
That's it.
So he said he never received royalty. But look, guess what? So y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but he gonna make plenty of money off of it now because he on Death Row now. The whole everything.
Everything. And that's all he got to do is re-release stuff. That's all he got to do.
Tupac.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, like I say, it don't even make a difference because like he can release one album from Death Row's catalog every month, probably for the next 12 years.
And make his money on it,
make his money off of it. And then being the dude that he is, remaster it and have them cats come back and do them.
Look.
I mean, there's ways that you can do it.
Now we can hear gin and juice and the money actually go to Snoop.
Man, listen, it was so many cats on the West Coast that was doing music like crazy. Like one of my guys I like was Spice One. Then you had E40 out there. You know what I'm saying? You had so many talented cats on the West Coast. It was ridiculous. You know, it was just crazy. But you know, that's just how it go. Like I said, you know, that's the same thing that he was doing with Tupac. He had given him front money, but he didn't pay him all his royalties and all his back releases for what the stuff that he had released. He didn't give him no money for that. And that's what he was trying to do. He basically, the dude was just doing extortion on a large level with everybody. But you see where that gets you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you fair with people will respect you and you go along in the game. And the prime example of that is Berry Gordy. Now, I ain't say Berry Gordy didn't do nothing shady at times. I ain't saying that. But overall, you don't hear nothing bad about Berry Gordy because he was pretty much, he came up in an era where He was a straight shooting dude, you know what I'm saying? And everybody loved to work with that guy. And he promoted everybody and paid people for what they did. So, I mean, you got to respect the rules to the game. If you don't, the rules will come back and choke you.
Yeah. Well, so he got it, and he made it. He turned it into NFT.
You know what? I think he only bought it just to spite Suge. Because because the reason I say that is because
it was a smart business move, regardless.
It was a smart business move, but that's what he does. He's known for that. Like when he sold the beats to Apple, you know what I'm saying? He made like $3.5 billion off that move alone. When he designed Beats by Dre and then pitched it to Apple, when Apple bought it, it was a wrap. That put him in the billionaire status.
So why was Snoop buy? Why was Snoop buy Death Row to piss off Suge? Like what would be the?
Just because of what he tried to do, because they had bad blood with each other while he was there. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense to like smite your nose or cut off your nose and spite your face. So because you was the face of it, Suge, you know what I'm saying? And you tried to do this and all this to us and extort us, I'm gonna buy the business because he didn't own it no more. That catalog was out there because he was going to jail. So he had to sell off a whole lot of stuff to try to keep up with them finances for them lawyers. So Snoop came by and picked all that stuff up. You can make money off it. Like, now who the guy that's really in charge? That's now I'm looking like you did all that to get over, but you still wind up on the bottom. And the people you was trying to get over on, we got what we need and we on top with the stuff that you was quote unquote running.
Well, Suge's son is happy.
Huh?
Suge's son is happy that he happy that Snoop guy, because he's like now is where is where it belonged actually. Like it'll be heard and it'll be heard the right way and it'll be heard from the right person. Like because Snoop was a founding member of Death Row. Like
I know he was. It makes sense.
Yeah, it just makes sense that he would have it. One of them should have it.
Yeah, I mean.
But what was cold was that he got the news just as he was about to go on to the Super Bowl. That's sweet victory right there.
Oh yeah.
You performing at the Super Bowl, and just moments before you performing at the Super Bowl, you found out you got ownership now of something you helped to build.
Yeah.
To even create.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and that's what I'm talking about, man. Like when you an entrepreneur and you have your dreams and your aspirations to go out there and get it, listen, we don't joke around here at Insane Rhetoric what we do, but when it's something that you want to do, we all about promoting that, long as it ain't criminal activity. We all about promoting, different people's businesses and things that they do, and kids trying to get into entrepreneurship and different things of that nature. Man, listen, it's all about that. When you build something, you definitely don't want nobody to take it. And they think the problem with it is in the world, a lot of people think that everything is for sale, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain things you can't offer me all the money in the world to give you because I put my blood, sweat, and tears in it to make it. You just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So some people, everything is for sale for some people. For the most part, when you're doing something big, you ain't trying to sell it off, and you definitely ain't trying to have nobody take it.
This what Snoop said. He said, "I'm thrilled and appreciative of the opportunity to acquire the iconic and culturally significant Death Row Records brand, which has immense untapped future value. It feels good to have ownership of the label I was part of at the beginning of my career and as one of the founding members. This is an extremely meaningful moment for me.
Bet it
It
is.
is. It is for us, Mr. Dog.
Man, go ahead and
Anybody
get
know
it.
Snoop Dogg? Tell him we talk about him a lot on Insane Rhetoric.
Go ahead and get it, Snoop, man. You doing your thing, brother. You've been doing it for a long time and you still looking good. Do it. Get that paper, brother. Get that paper.
Yeah, it is for us too, Mr. Dog. We glad you got it too.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. See, my thing is when you are appreciative of other people's thing, how they accomplish things, people will do the same for you when it's your time. You know what I'm saying? But some people want to walk around with lemons in their mouth and frown at everybody and always talking down and bad about somebody. But that's probably why you ain't got nothing. Because you don't know how to help other people celebrate what they have.
Yeah. You do. You just keep doing you. We have always loved you doing you.
Yeah.
We need you to keep doing that.
So, but you know what my thing was? You know what my standout of Super Bowl 56 was?
What?
Kendrick Lamar.
You know what? Okay, I got it. Yeah. Okay, so before the Super Bowl, my co-host was talking about Kendrick Lamar, right? And I was like, wait a minute. Y'all see? Okay, y'all see? Black card. I didn't say wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. Listen,
Linda.
Kendrick Lamar came on, y'all, and he started singing. Listen, I promise. I went, oh yeah.
You had to jog your memory who he was. The boy got skills. The boy, he got some balls for your tail. And I like him. The dude can go. He can flow at the drop of a dime. His voice, his style, his swag, how he moves. The dude is just awesome in what he do. I was like, I think that is the best show in NFL history, second to the Michael Jackson Super Bowl.
So people are saying that this not only was it what we're saying, but it was also a statement about all of the racial controversies we've had in the past couple of years. Right.
Past couple of years of for the 240 years that the place has been in existence. Which one? Past couple of years. You mean from the beginning of the United States history? Okay, let's continue.
And not just in the world, but like especially in the NFL. Because they've been getting their hit on racism like a lot. And so
yeah.
And of course, then so it's being said that they wanted that the NFL probably wanted some credit for showing Black music. It's not Black music, it's Americana music, but Black music, especially hip hop.
Listen. I remember when McDonald's used to have just the McDonald's commercial. If you listen to any commercial now, it's Black music. McDonald's, you hear beats and drums, you hear all kind of crazy vocals. You listen to the car dealerships that promote their commercials, it's Black music. It ain't boring like it used to be. You be like, dang, what's that? The music catch my attention. And the fact that I like cars, I'll be like, oh, that track is banging. Oh, that's a new Buick LaCrosse or something. It's crazy.
Well, The Coca-Cola commercial used to catch my attention, and it wasn't black. It wasn't black music. Have a Coke and a smile makes you feel good, makes you feel nice.
I listen. I wouldn't know that. The first time I noticed Coca-Cola.
I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
I know that song. But that didn't catch my attention. The first time I caught the Coca-Cola commercial and it stood out to me is when Tyrese was on the bus and he was singing about it.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
I like
this dude. This dude killing it.
I like Tyrese's Coca-Cola commercial too.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It was starting to change.
But even Kroger got have you heard the new Kroger? About the prices getting low.
I have heard that. But see, that's what I'm saying. They didn't caught on that the music industry is ran by the black people when it comes to the talent, and that if we start using this,
pop culture is not just Taylor Swift.
No,
pop culture is.
Sorry, Taylor. You're cool, but when it comes to music, that ain't what I listen to.
I like you, Taylor.
I said she cool, but I'm just saying that ain't my brand.
It ain't the first thing I turn on, though, Taylor. To be honest, but I do like you.
I'm just saying.
If I was gonna turn on anybody, I might turn on Jennifer Lopez before I turn you on. But have you?
Hey,
listen, I was listening to Jennifer Lopez and LL Cool J the other day. Hey, y'all, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button.
And follow. I'm gonna tell you what one of my favorite songs was last year was Tennessee Whiskey.
What's that?
You gotta look it up. It's a good song.
I was listening to LL Cool J and Jennifer Lopez.
What they on?
No, this is an old song.
Oh,
my life is all I have.
Oh, okay. I remember that song.
And then he was rapping when she was.
I remember that song. I was
listening.
But I don't know. So you thought that the football game was cool. You thought that the halftime show was banging.
It was riveting.
Yeah.
I couldn't even.
I was tripped out. I was tripped out that the police. I mean, not the police, but the NFL didn't want him to say that his stanza still can't stand the police. Dude, I wrote the song. What you mean I ain't gonna be able to say it? I'm saying what I want to say. Like I do here at Insane Rhetoric. Say what I want to say.
Yeah.
Listen. If you think about it like this, if everybody remember my boy Ice-T, West Coast rapper, Ice-T wrote a song called F the Police. Yeah. And he wind up being a police on the show. You know what I'm saying? So you can't.
He was a pimp on that show. On that same show.
Yeah.
And that ain't the one that brought him back as a recurring character.
No, not at all. So I mean, you can't trip off of what people say, man. If that's how they feel, they should. Like I say, if you wasn't in that environment getting beat down like Rodney King back in the day, that's why they felt that way. So I mean, you can't be mad at somebody's opinion, how they feel.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I think the show was off the meter. I think the show was like the halftime show was crazy. The band that they had on up there was blazing. The drummer was getting it. The drummer and the bass player was getting it.
Yeah. But Mary J, can I have your outfit? Do it come in my size? I can't wear it outside like you.
Oh Lord.
But I could just wear it in my house. While I'm washing dishes.
Sometimes I don't know why I come on here. Because people just open up opportunities for me to say crazy stuff.
Okay.
Oh on. So you just want the Mary J outfit just to walk around in the house. So you just gonna be looking like aluminum foil walking through the house. I don't know why I come on this show. I don't.
Yep.
Because every day is something new.
Yeah.
So you want the wig too, the blonde hair too. You want the whole outfit. You don't want to change nothing. You want the whole outfit.
If Tyler Perry can do it and look and be acting like he Medea standing on top of a car, I think I could do it and just be in my kitchen.
I just can't. I just can't. I don't know what to say. I don't have anything else to say. Show's over. I don't have anything else to say. I just don't. This is just some tomfoolery. I don't have anything else to say. I have exhausted my words for the day. I'm just done. Number 3-letter words, 4-letter words for the rest of this show. I'm not.
I think I wouldn't wear it out because then I just look crazy. But in my house,
funny thing about that, you be in the right area, some pimp will pick you up. Hey, baby, how you doing? And they come looking for you, looking like Silver Surfer outside.
I could just be in my house, wash dishes, clean up, and listen to No Pain and pretend like I'm singing it with the boom.
Okay.
And just like go and flash the lights on and out. Pretend like I'm at the Super Bowl.
What's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you, man?
Maybe not.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. I really did like her outfit. I did. I really like her outfit. I did. I really like her outfit. I did.
Man, I like I say, it's all good, man.
And she was just up there just singing and carrying on. Like
I think
she held her space. She held her space and she held her place and she was right there. She was the queen of R&B. Like there she was right there with them dudes all around her. She was queen. She was.
I mean, I
They had the titans. Listen, they had the titans of hip hop and rap, right? They had the titans of rap around her, and then here she was, queen of R&B. Nah, it would have been something different if Eve had been there, because then she would have fit right in with them dudes, like Eve, or or Missy Elliott, or Sister Soldier.
Why you going all the way back there?
I'm just saying.
I would have took it. I
gotta rep my girls. I gotta rep my girls. I gotta rep
all them were tight. All them were tight, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But one name you forgot to mention that I would have put in there for that show that I thought would have fit would be Rihanna. Like, because Rihanna can go.
She can, but she ain't got nothing on Mary J. I'm sorry.
What you talking about, vocally or when it come to rapping?
Oh, rapping, okay. We'll give her that.
What you mean? So what you mean she ain't got nothing? You think
Mary J was the
jam. You think Mary J has better vocals than Rihanna?
Oh, hell yeah. Have you ever actually listened to Mary J?
Oh yeah, I have. I listened to Mary J like I listened to Mariah. Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, Mary J is very, very underestimated. Like
I don't underestimate her at all. But when it's a lot of stuff that Mary J will not go and get on a high register unless it's listen.
But everybody want to be a Minnie Riperton.
No,
You ain't got to be on the high register.
no. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that high of a register. Sometimes I know Mary J can go get it, and you expect her to, but she'll back off of it and just keep it subtle. And that's cool for what she doing in that song. But like I done heard Mary J get up to like a register like Karen Clark before, and I was just like, "That's Mary." Yeah, and and I'm like, so yeah, I am very familiar with her.
Mary got. This is why she the queen of R&B.
Well, as long as she stay out of jail, because the Pied Piper of R&B is like.
Okay, so Starbucks and Arizona tea. Starbucks and Arizona tea. Starbucks and Arizona tea. Did I say it 3 times?
Yeah, that was 3 times.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I get it. Like I think you know, like you say, Minnie Riperton was great. And then what was the other little chick that Dre was dealing with, Michelle A. She had a vocal ability, but I couldn't stand the way she spoke. Oh, that got on my nerves. But her ability to go get that range was unsurpassed.
She was the bomb. But
she could go.
They mistreated her at death row.
Oh yeah. But she could go though. She could go.
All the dudes always get all the credit for death row, but she brought her fire to death row.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, it was a lot of women who sung hooks on them songs, man, that a lot didn't get a whole lot of spotlight. But if it wasn't for them hooks that they were singing in the backgrounds, half of them songs wouldn't have been worth listening to. Like the old girl from No Limit, who was a rapper, Mia X, was a blaze. She was blaze. I mean, flat out. She just could go. Drop of a dime, just start spitting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I don't take nothing from nobody with their talent, man. Like I say, when it comes to, you know, when you're a musician, you listen for certain things. And when you're a musician and producer, you listen for certain things. That's your gift. You know where a person can go, and then you hear the music as it progresses, and you know it's supposed to go somewhere, and then the ear doesn't hear where it settles. And it's like you left that alone. And that's why I say I know that from that being a musician and that experience, you know, the progression of something goes until it peaks and then it comes down, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes people back off of it and don't give you the rest of where you know they should be going. And that's just only from a music point of view, because a lot of people that just sit and listen to music, ears are not in tune like that. They just there to enjoy the music. It's like I can't even go to a concert and actually enjoy it because of who I am. It's just the fact that I'm going to critique it because I'm a musician. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he could have put a D minor right there. He could have put an E flat major or something right there, E flat minor right there, and it would have been better. You know, so my ears is tuned for something totally different than the average person who just wants to listen to music. So that's why I say, that's why I don't count, because I'm listening for what your abilities are and where you're going, not for enjoyment.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, the other thing people was talking about was like Eminem. He knelt on one knee. But like, so that was homage to again, this was the social justice kind of stuff going on with this show, and it was homage to Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick, absolutely.
So what people don't realize is that the NFL actually was cool. Like they saw the rehearsals. They knew he was gonna do it. It wasn't something that Dre was like, hey, Dre didn't orchestrate it as far as putting the show together. It was something that Eminem decided to do on his own during an NFL event to bring light to what happened with Colin Kaepernick. Like to bring it back into the spotlight. Like, don't forget. Right. Because now the NFL players, we've gone all these years, and now the NFL players, it's like no repercussions, whatever. You kneel, you stand, whatever, right? But we had to go through a whole long process to get there.
Listen, you are exactly right. I think about that, like, no repercussions. First of all, if you are in the land of the free and the home of the brave and all that crap, then you should respect which way I admonish anything that I do.
Yeah.
If I don't want to stand for the national anthem, that's my business. If I don't want to salute the Pledge of Allegiance and the colors, that's my business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's on me. Who are you to dictate to me, even if you pay me, how I should attend certain things when it comes to that? Like, that's what you love to do. That ain't where I am. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. So it took a whole bunch of people to band together. That just shows you how change happens. It took a whole bunch of people to band together for them to realize if we don't give them what they want, they're going to stop playing. And we ain't going to make no bottom line.
Yeah.
Because that's all America is built on, is the freaking bottom line.
Yeah.
If you go back, and I ain't trying to get no history lesson, but if you go back to the 60s, the main thing that had an impact when Martin was doing his thing is when they boycotted the bus system. And when they did that, they had to come to the table and understand that mostly Blacks are riding the bus.
And
if they're not riding the bus,
we've had many conversations on this show about Black buying power.
Oh yeah. And if Blacks are not riding the bus, then the economics are hurt, because we rely on their money to do this. And when they took that away, Martin took that away. That's really what got Martin killed. When it comes down to it, he affected their bottom line and their pocket. Yeah. When you go and you change commerce, you do something to stop e-commerce, you have now put a target on your head for people to come after you. If like, I know we was talking about this show, but if you don't understand what has happened in Canada, what's going on in Canada is the gridlock of truckers, because they don't want people to come in without no mask. And it is crazy what's happening right there. But what's happening is they saying that the auto companies can't get their supplies, and it's costing them millions of dollars a day.
Yeah.
Because of that. So, I mean, you stop a person's money, yeah, they're going to be upset. Somebody going to lose their life to get their money back in order. So, I mean, I get it.
Yeah. So the only thing the NFL really, because Dre said this, that the only thing the NFL like really was kind of like, hey, can you change this? And he said they made like really, really super minor changes. Like, they pretty much didn't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing that they all felt like was a minor change was Kendrick Lamar's song, references games. So they were like, can you like find a way to pull that around? And they was all like, yeah, okay, cool. So as long as the artist was good with it, I'm good with it. Like,
but see, my thing is, I don't believe in changing stuff just because somebody wants you to change it.
Well,
I mean, fine and dandy if you do, but like I said, this is my craft. This is what I do. So I don't
So,
want to change
yeah. So,
something
but if they
that.
were okay with it, then I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, and I am too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
And if the
And plus,
greater good, if the greater good,
first of all, let's get the notion out the way. First of all, you shouldn't be changing nothing because don't none of those artists get paid to do the Super Bowl. None of them. Matter of fact, to be clear, Dre put a lot of money up to put on that production. To be clear about it.
so if the greater good was to bring hip hop to the forefront, to bring it to the forefront in a way that was that in an opportunity that was never given before.
Mm-hmm.
If that was the end game,
Then
and
what?
all you asking me to do is find a way not to reference a game, to say it in a different way.
I mean, like I say, I ain't mad at them. They reference their gang all the time. Don't nobody tell them to stop referencing their gang.
Yeah.
They reference the police beatings all the time. Don't nobody tell them to put their gang on hold.
So I think so. Here's my thing.
Like,
I think so everything doesn't have to be blatant. Just like racism is not always blatant, right?
it depends on who's talking about it.
I'm just saying it's not always blatant. Critical race theory tells us that racism is not always blatant. It's sometimes subtle. So if you really are paying attention and woke like you want to believe you are.
Somebody told me I wasn't woke because I ain't know a word.
Well, she told me that I was talking like I was from suburbia. So
She told me I ain't woke because I didn't know one word. Lady, do you know how many words I know more than you?
she told me I was from suburbia. Anyway, listen. So if you really paid attention to that show, the whole show spoke to all of the things you're talking about. Like it spoke like whoever did a halftime show at the Super Bowl, and I've seen a lot of halftime shows at the Super Bowl, okay? Who did a halftime show where you was in the hood? You had the house, the club, you had, and then you had the hoopties out in front,
Oh, them wasn't no hoopies.
okay?
There was
Oh, I'm
6'3s
sorry.
and 6'4s,
I'm supposed
Chevy
to say,
Impala classics on
I'm
some
sorry.
bitches.
I'm sorry.
Them wasn't no hoopies.
I'm supposed to say whip.
Yeah.
I learned that on Insane Rhetoric. Can you tell me how to get? Okay, listen. So they had the cars out there lined up in front of the houses. They had the girls all in the club, all upon. Uh, they was smoking the chronic over there in the dog house. They was hanging with the homies. They was all up on the rooftop with with the pigeons. Hey, oh, okay. We was in
Kitchen
the hood.
pigeons.
We was in the hood. Okay, I know the pigeons was supposed to be up there. Y'all think I don't know? Y'all think I don't know? I know the pigeons was supposed to be up on top of the roof of the house.
What the pigeons do? What the pigeons do? Why you
I don't know. I just know they're supposed to be up there. Are they homing pigeons?
No. Pigeons, when police come, they clap to fly the pigeons around.
See,
so
I
it
knew I was
let them
supposed to
know
clap.
so it lets them know that the police are on their way into they
Okay.
It's like smoke signals,
There you
pitching
go.
pigeons.
Okay. I knew the pigeons were supposed to be up there, and I knew I was supposed to clap.
Yeah, that's a warning sign. The police are coming.
Can you tell me how to get to Insane Rhetoric? Okay, listen. So, okay, listen, y'all, listen. So, if you just really paid attention, you see this. You see Americana the way you see Compton, you see where they came from.
Right.
Okay. So you see Compton, but then you have their guests from New York, their guests from
Detroit.
and then you also saw the unity of East Coast, West Coast,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all don't really know all of this, Tupac, Biggie, all of that. Y'all wasn't living during that time. Okay, it was a struggle. The struggle was real.
Yeah,
Okay,
to be clear, Tupac was not from California.
right. He was from West Coast. I mean East Coast.
He's from the East Coast.
But he became West Coast when Shoot went into jail and was like, "Hey, little homie, I got you."
Yeah.
Okay, we digress. But anyway, if you really like pay attention, like all those elements of Americana, of the struggle, of all of the stuff these guys went through and their friends and families went through, you saw this neighborhood, and so it's not that big of a stretch to get to Eminem taking the knee, like.
The only thing I didn't see in that show is diversity. I think they should have had Vanilla Ice up there.
No, they didn't need Vanilla Ice. They needed Eminem. We had diversity.
Eminem ain't white. That dude is not white. Sorry.
Yeah. Y'all see
that's a brother.
Yeah.
A brother. That's a brother. That's a brother from the south side, north side, west side, or whatever side he's from of Detroit. Do you know how horrible Detroit is? Like Detroit is listen.
Why
Detroit,
you gotta mess with Marshall Mathers? Why you gotta mess with him?
Detroit is like this. When the big three were in Detroit, I'm talking about the motor companies. I know what you know. I know you know. So when the big three was in Detroit, there was a booming economy. I mean, everybody was making money in Detroit. Once them three left, the economy started to tank, and like they crime went through the roof. So I mean, like, he's from a place where he understands struggle. And even when he came on the scene, he was talking about the struggles that he had in his side of projects, talking about growing up in a trailer home and dealing with his daughter's mama and all that type of stuff. He even talked about it. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't no white boy. That's a brother. He done been down through there. So shout outs to Detroit, because like Detroit is one of the craziest cities, man. But I like Detroit. Smooth, but it's cold.
Why you gonna talk about Marshall Mathers?
I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying I'm giving him
Haley's daddy. That's Haley's daddy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about Haley. Right, Haley.
Okay. So now let's talk about this. Yeah. My co-host asked me a question earlier in the show. He said, who was I rooting for? Well, we know who I was rooting for. I was rooting for the Bengals because y'all saw me in my Bengals jersey. That game was riveting. We was winning. And then, what's his name? Aaron who?
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald happened.
Nah, Aaron Donald was happening in the whole game. Is what.
Yeah, that's why the score was like it was.
That was like, but see.
Oh, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I didn't say that's why the score was as it was. I said that's why the score was like it was. The score.
You gonna have our people calling in on you talking about who is you trying to make fun of? Listen, hey, she don't need no smoke. I got her back. Don't worry about it.
I ain't trying to make fun of nobody. Like I'm trying.
You trying to fit in?
Yeah.
Fit in fine. So yeah, like Aaron Donald basically ran that game. I mean, that dude was he was just after the quarterback in every play. I mean, but then I gotta say that in the beginning, the quarterbacks didn't want to take chances, but it's the Super Bowl. You're on playing on the biggest stage in sports for football. You got to throw the ball. You couldn't run it. You got to throw the ball and trust that the person down there is gonna go get it. Like on the Bengals side, you have one of the coldest wide. You got one of the coldest wide receivers in the game, and that's Jamar Chase. Throw the ball, dude, and go catch it.
Is that the boy that was running and catching it and catching it?
Yes, that's Jamar Chase.
Number one, right?
Yes, Chase. That dude he a monster. You know what I'm saying? And he was getting free, but he just didn't want to sling the ball. He didn't want to take no chances. And then when Stafford came up by that second quarter, he was like getting hit enough, but he started slinging the ball. They started getting open, and that's what changed that. Plus the penalties. Like, it was just like crazy. I think actually that Cincinnati gave that game away. Shouts out to Ohio, man. Sorry, man. But
no. We had a good game.
They did.
Went down to the wire.
They did.
They held their own all the way to the end.
They could have
first time in over 30 years. They
did what they were supposed to do, but I do believe if they would have started up early, because you got to remember, Cincinnati was up. They scored first.
Bengals.
They scored
we
first,
love you.
And they
love you, Bengals.
And they could have kept it moving, but they started laying back and didn't want to push.
Well, first of all, they have to protect their quarterback. That's the first thing.
Listen, quarterbacks are made to be hit, and if you get the ball away for quick enough, you ain't got to worry about being hit.
Bengals, we love you. We love you, Bengals. We love you, Bengals. Okay, we love you too, Rams, but we love you, Bengals.
Listen. I ain't no Rams fan, but
they played.
Yeah, but they did their thing.
They played their game and they won.
They was hungry, you know what I'm saying?
They played their game and they won. No heat, no smoke on that.
Like, I ain't no, but I'm like I say, when it comes to like football, I'm not no Stafford fan, but I got to give it to the boy. The boy was slinging the ball like it wasn't no tomorrow. When he got comfortable, he started throwing it downfield and he started connecting. I ain't got no problems with it. It was a good game. It was a good game.
You know the game was good if I was watching.
Yeah, I guess we could say that.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about but the Houston Oilers on your team.
Up to now, I'm the Houston Oilers, and I just wear a Bengals jersey.
Listen, the Houston Oilers has been disenfranchised as long as I have been alive. Their quarterback is 20 years older than me. Maybe 30. Like, yeah, they ain't been around for a while.
I'm just saying, y'all. The game was so good, I actually watched it.
Well, good job. All right, like I can admire that. Right? Yeah, you like lifted the game and did your thing, so it's all.
And danced through the whole Super Bowl, and just stopped working. Just got behind on my work and everything. I just got. It was so riveting. I just like.
Did you watch the game with anybody? Nobody. No worth talking about.
Let's just say it was on. Let's just say that it was on.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, well, sure, that's what's up, man. What else we got? We got anything?
It's time to go because we need these people. Listen, y'all hit the subscribe button
and the follow button.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Okay, I wasn't on my job today. Listen, y'all. We was having so much fun over here. I wasn't even on my job. I wasn't even on my job, y'all. I didn't do what I normally do. But listen, okay. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, Okay. Make any comments. Come back if you're watching it later. Make your comments. If it's not some tomfoolery, we'll probably answer.
Yeah, I know what tomfoolery is.
Go on over to our Real Talk page at our website. Tell us whatever you're thinking. Again, if it's illegal, I will report you.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I'm just saying. And listen to us on all our podcast platforms. We are on podcast platforms around the globe.
Yeah, we on all of them.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Singapore.
Singapore. Shouts out.
Hey, y'all.
We over there.
We over there now, y'all. Shouts out. Okay. But anyway, we leaving now?
Yeah, I got one thing though. So I had to go get a background check, right?
Dun, 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 dun.
Listen, the place that I had to go get this background check, I don't really mess with them. So they don't mess with me. So I had to go down to the police station and get this background check. It was crazy. So I'll go in, sit down, get the information and everything done, and have my paperwork in. Then some other people started coming in and had their paperwork in. Why was I down there for almost an hour and a half?
I'm sorry. It was longer. It was longer. It was long. Y'all listen. Okay, y'all. Y'all. Okay, I'm gonna go and chime in. Listen, y'all. We done told y'all we talk all day long. Like if we not at work or whatever, like we talk. Because we'll think of stuff, and a lot of times we both be driving, so we don't have no business texting. So like we'll call each other and be like, hey, do you think of this? Hey, what about this? Hey, like, and then we might say something funny to each other, whatever. So I was out running errands. Because we talked yesterday. Go listen to Free Fall Friday. It's funny. Well, it's not funny, but go listen to Free Fall Friday. But
it's anyway, informational.
Yeah, it was kind of. So we had recorded yesterday, and then I was out running errands. He was doing what he was, and he went. Now listen, y'all know we get up early in the morning. We tell y'all know we get up early in the morning. So after we finished recording, he went to do this. It was longer than an hour and a half, y'all. He being nice. I'm just saying.
Listen, I think I walked into voluntary detainment. Cause listen,
you was there by at least noon.
I was like,
and you didn't leave till like 2:30.
So listen, I'm gonna tell you where I was at.
And it was somebody ahead of you.
It was somebody ahead of me that had got tired of waiting and left, and I got their spot. And I had to wait like maybe 20 minutes then before they even called anybody back there. And then I had to fill out all their paperwork and give them stuff checked out. I'm in the police department, y'all. I don't mess with the police. I'm in the police department, and brothers, we don't want to be in the police by force or voluntarily. We don't want to be there. So after 20 minutes, I'm thinking, is this something on this record did I forget about? I started sending out people texts talking about, hey, I'm down at 1305 Olive at the police department. If you don't hear from me, this is where I'm at. I'm like, because I don't know what's going on.
Y'all, low key, that's why I kept making sure I was talking to him.
Listen, I don't know why I'm still sitting here.
If you still sitting in the waiting room and I can talk to you on the phone, then you okay.
Listen,
the moment you're not answering that phone,
listen.
I'm gonna have a problem.
Listen, I remember being in a courtroom and the guy was like, I say, man, what they sitting over there for? They said they ain't got no money. So they ain't got no money. Oh yeah, they going to jail. Oh, they going to jail. Let me go back here to the I can't be a part of that crowd. I'm sitting up in this police station, man. Like, I'm sitting up in this police station, like, what is on my record? I'm trying to take my mind back to freaking 92. What is on this record that I did that you can't, you got all this that you got to dig through. I'm like, oh my God, this is unbearable. I'm just waiting on the sheriffs to come in and pick me up now. I'm like,
listen, y'all, listen, y'all. Listen, I was making sure that I was continually talking to him. He didn't realize, because I talk so much all the time anyway, he was like, oh, she just talked. But he didn't realize that in the back of my mind, I was like, as long as he can pick up this phone and talk to me, we good. The moment this phone go to voicemail, I'm gonna be like,
listen,
look, I got his wife on speed dial. I was gonna be like, girl, go check.
Listen. People don't understand that when you go to jail on Friday, you don't get out until Monday.
Listen.
And that's if the judge is gonna be nice and let you out. If he even heard your case. I was like, oh no, I should have came in here on a Wednesday. I would have been out by Friday.
Listen, I got his wife on speed dial, y'all. I got it.
Man, I was like, this.
I got it. I was gonna be like, girl.
He's locked up
right now.
He's locked up and they won't let me out.
We was talking and then all of a sudden he went out his phone.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. That was straight crazy. I was like, man, look, I ain't got time for this, but you know, that's all I wanted to say. I was like, hey man, you know, them experience, man, it's too late in the game to be going to jail.
Yeah, struggle is real. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so what's up? We gonna get out of here? We good?
Yeah, we gotta go.
All right, then. So we already said our platforms, Insane Rhetoric with a K.com.
We everywhere.
Yeah, Insane Rhetoric with K.com. And just remember to enjoy the ride that is Insane Rhetoric. Be out this piece. Later, y'all.
Bye, y'all.